Right, okay, we're back again for another Amiga Monday. And let me just think if there's anything else I'm missing. Got the logo, um, well, the sound's on, and the camera's on. So I think all I've got left to do, make sure, put the Amiga on. I think I've turned the screen off, so give me a moment. So the next thing I need to do at some point is... Oh no, it's on. There we go. So the next thing I need to do at some point is I've noticed... Well, like I said last time, I usually have like 5 minutes for me to get ready and stuff and put music on. But lately, the Amiga stuff that I've been listing... Well, put through the stream is... being picked up by, like I said, DMCA, so I need to find some sort of I think I'm gonna go and find some mods and do it that way. It's probably a better one. Probably do that. Hello there, Stoke for Wooder. You missed the intro. Did I miss the intro? I'm pretty sure I didn't. Oh yeah, usually that's what I'm talking about. It's just because, like I said, it keeps being picked up by the Twitch as a kind of, like the music's kind of not. I mean, it's okay, but it just means it kind of kills out the audio for those sections, and it gets a bit kind of. So I'm gonna have to find a way to work around it, to be honest with you. But I will put the intro back soon. I do apologise for that. I do need to sort that out. I also need to sort out moving this back over here, because if you remember rightly, I used to have it up there. I'll try and show you the. So this is the old camera holder for where the ring light is, but this time, because I glued this, it won't actually pull out. And the reason why I glued it is because it's got like two metal things that help to pull this out. The problem is it was kept coming off at the end, this bit, so I was like, oh, I'll glue it, and then it's kind of fucked it. So I either need to buy a new one or basically break into this one, but I might as well just buy a new one. Problem is it's a generic thing, so I can't easily go and get a new one unless I can find a way to kind of disconnect this and the ball's still in within there. It's not possible. I'll figure something out, essentially. Right, so today it's just going to be some more stuff from the Amiga formats CD. I need to remember which one it is. And I have updated the title to be specific, so I'm not just saying cover the CDs. I'm actually being a bit more specific with that. Let me just check to see whether I can remember. I think it's 7, but I'm not sure if it's 6 or 7. I think it might have been 6. Let's try 5. Amiga format CD is this particular one we've been doing cover discs for. Emulation should be this one, which means screenplay. Yeah, Boulder Dash. Okay, so it's cover disc 5. Let me just update this stream. There we go. So yeah, if you didn't know, Amiga format was one of the many magazines that Amiga had, and it started off with discs instead of CDs. The other magazines were Amiga Power and The One, as far as I remember. There's some others as well. Oh, wet my palette a bit. Right. Okay, so let me just get the assign set up and then we can start. Yeah, it's Amiga cover disc, but specifically for Amiga format, as it says. Well, it doesn't say there at all, but it is Amiga format. And that's what we've been doing for quite a while. But I decided to be a bit more specific, because I think it's a bit better that way. And I should have done that in the first place, to be honest. I just kept up with the cover disc CDs, and it was a bit kind of generic, and that's my fault. Okay, so if you remember last week, we went through these DWPs. DW, which was Dreamweaver, I think it was called. So we had Psycho Ward, and the other one was, what was the other one? Oh, Rescue Elvis was the other one. Then we tried Rocket's PD, which didn't work. So I think we're on Rotator now. Let's have a look what the README is. It's a new platform puzzle with great graphics. Made by someone in Rotherham, possibly. It's only a demo version. And that's all it says about it. Okay. Let's get these signs in. I think you're not hearing anything. Give me a moment. Try that. No. Oh, you can hear it now. Okay, some weird bouncing game. I have no idea how this is supposed to be controlled. Because if I hold down the fire button, it seems to go up and down, which is fine. But then if I move the joystick, it doesn't seem to... Or it does. Oh, I see. It's like it's like Whiz Ball. So depending on how fast the bit in the middle goes, I can control that and make it go slower. Right, I get it now. The keys there remind me a bit of the Killing Game show.
Exit open.
Is there Amiga games with music on it? Sometimes. It depends on the developer. This one just has sound effects.
Water.
Blade Warrior, I believe, did in the intro section. I don't think it did in the main game. I'm probably wrong thinking that. This is very difficult to control. Jesus. Oh, finally I got onto that bit.
2, 1.
Actually, you can just about hear some ambience on this game. Sort of like jungly type sounds. Not a big fan of this game just because of the way that the ball works. It's too bouncy. I mean, at least with Whiz Ball, you could control it a bit better, but this is just not fun. I'd rather play Yolanda, to be honest. That's saying something. Yeah, I'm not retrying that. That's not fun. Mm-mm. I didn't, but you have to store when the background sits. Like, yeah, I see what you mean. Can I quit this or do I have to? Bro, I can. Right. So it's got bounce on, select auto, sense high, slow down. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this, so next game I think, or next. What we got? Scions, is that? A new real-time strategy war game called Animagica, Scions of a Forgotten World. It's not meant to impress anybody with blending full frame rate, blah 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 blah. It's a preview, so don't be disappointed if Sky doesn't kick Warcraft 2's ass. Okay. So that gives you about, I think this was 96, so. Select screen mode. I think it should be okay and low. Okay, try that. That's because it's trying to save on a CD. Right, so that's not possible to look at then. Steel Fortress 30. Freeware. Strategy game for 2 to 6 players. Probably not worth playing, but we'll have a look anyway, see if it runs. So, very stylized art here. You've got, in the UK, choices of Scotland, York, Wales, London, or Ireland. Okay. Denmark, Berlin, Rhine, Bavaria. Oh, this is kind of a very old school map. Barcelona, Port Madrid, Burgundy, because all France is all split up. We've got Prussia in as well. Saxony. Right, let's go York. And player 2 can go an island. Denmark then. Scotland. Right, okay. And unoccupied. Oh, I take it. See, basically put your forces in all the way through. These are occupied. Or maybe not. I don't know where to put the other player. Oh, here we go. Specify reinforcements. You've really got to build all this up, haven't you? You can tell which one's which because one of them's coloured a bit differently. And then you got, yeah. Yeah, this is going to take ages, but it looks like one of those risk type games, just set in a different area. So I'm not going to try on this one because it'll take ages. Okay, TL demo. Turbo load. There's a kids version. Sequel to Turbo Load, a little road runner remake who appears in a second cover disc on the 22nd Amiga Dream Opus French magazine. New version features the ability to jump or clunge to blocks in a flashback or Prince of Persia style. The Turbo Load one was one-man work. Complete version of TL2 still has the ability to jump and clunge, possibility of limited time, warp zones, 160 kilobytes, I think that is, of digitized sounds with a sexy voice, thermographics, level editor, of course, HD installable, save and load game. You need 2 floppy disks, 1 meg chip, and an 060. Not 060, and a standard 000. And then recommended hard disk, 2 meg of RAM, and an 020. Alright, let's have a look at it then. Right, unable to save levels in game. Is that Cloud Strife in Turbo Load? You've got up to jump, left, right, down doesn't do anything, fire doesn't do anything. Oh wait, that's what it does. I forgot it's load runner. You do have shit, you do have something for the fire button. At least you can jump out the hole, so you've kind of gone in. Whoops. Kind of fucked up there. That's either, and it can't be Cloud Stripe, it feels very much like something out of Tekken. At least the model does anyway. I'm gonna grab my pizza. We're back in a minute. So, for those of you who wanted to hear some music going game, there you go. Back in a moment. I'm sorry about it. Usually I don't eat on stream, but I'm quite hungry today. I don't want to leave the pizza for a while, so cold pizza's never fun. Well, not for me anyway, so I'm trying to reorganise my desk a little bit. Right. Okay. Oh, jeez. Excuse me.
Are you ready?
Yeah, a bit of an interesting what was it gonna no again? Bit of an interesting start to the game with the cutscene. That's what I'm trying to think of.
Are you ready?
How do you usually do this? I think it's... There we go. That's how you do it. it's this way, and then I do this. Oh shit! And you've taken the bloody. There we go. The issue with this is when you jump on a ladder, how easy it is for you to fall. Yeah, it's the Roadrunner, but you can jump with this one. It doesn't make things any easier. I mean, jumping out the holes makes it a bit easier, but still. There's no way I can get up there either. And yeah, jumping out of this is not. What's the point in putting something there if it makes it much harder for me to jump out of? Do it again. There we go. So it does have that kind of grip on thing on the side, but it doesn't. It's not easy to sort of get working. And now I'm hooked. Oh, didn't realise I could jump up there. Didn't think that was a ladder. No, gripping on the side of that just doesn't work. Nice idea for additions, but it just did not feel it just didn't feel fair. Do you play as Goku? Is that who I'm thinking of? I don't know the character's name, but oh, from Dragon Ball Z. Maybe I thought person was cut out from out of Tekken. But it did have that similar thing kind of to it, so similar kind of look, sorry. Trapped is what's trapped? So it's got mouse control, cursor control. Auto maps. Scrolls. F5, we need to remember for quit. Okay. Looks quite pretty. Would be good if I actually could start a new game. I can't click anywhere. Great. Never fun when this happens. Nope. After restart. Maybe try the other one. Because there was a graphics version. Try this one. Let's try one. See what that does. Nope, didn't like that. Fine, okay. Right, try what Yag is. Just notice what it said there. Yet another Gravity game. Okay. Weapons, got machine gun, big guns, small rockets. We need a fast Amiga, an 030 25 megahertz or above, highly recommended. Good thing because I've got one right here. Kickstart 3.9, so it's 3 or above. Fast RAM recommended, at least 500K free chip RAM, and AGA recommended. Been tested on 4,000. 1200 with a, I'm assuming that's a particular type of card, with an 030 up 15 megahertz, and that's what we've got at the moment. It's tested on an 020 with some extra RAM. Okay, fair enough. Let's see how this is. We've got two versions. Try 1, 2, 3. Am I okay with the game name overlay? What, you want me to put the game name on? Can do. I just don't usually use. I don't usually put the game name on this one. I usually save it for the other bits, but I can do. Give me a moment. Alright. Outload sounds. Try this one. I've just noticed that this is completely off center because there's all this space here. Because there's this, yeah, whatever. And I bet that's not loading the sounds, is it? Okay, that's weird. There we go. One player joystick 2. Let's try start and see what he does. There we go. So we got up to thrust. I do like the way that the camera zooms in. No weapons though. I'm assuming the camera's zooming in because there's another character there. We've got no weapons. Ram it, see what happens. Oh, I died. Black Blade Designing, yeah, funny title. There we go. Rammed it. Is it? Okay, so we've got different ships. Change that to, oh, what can you it shows you this. The B disc is the one we were on. Got butterfly. There's dustbin. That's Erical, is it? Mr. Dud, Nip Uno, and PC. And we had no weapons, so we've only got machine gun. Okay, is there anything else? No. Try this again. Machine gun is very slow, so if you look at the bottom left, as into machine gun is very slow to strip down the shield. So if you look at the bottom left where it's the green with the circle in, watch how slow it goes. So I think it's like the weakest weapon in the game, which makes sense really. Whereas ramming it before was a lot more damaging. So let's try ramming again and see how... ram, and then I've just ran myself. Try that again, hang on. There we go. Line myself up and just go for it. Yeah, even that kind of is a lot better than a machine gun. But it is definitely a multiplayer game, so we won't have to kill that one for a while. But yeah, it's not bad. It's a good sort of multiplayer game. So not really much to be unhappy about. Okay, utilities. What we got? Let's see the 32 cheats. Probably just a quick. Okay. So you've put an entry for Bubble and Squeak, but there's no level codes in it whatsoever. What's the point in this? I mean, you got some there for Bubble and Sticks, that's good. I think somebody forgot on that one. Complete solution for Beneath the Steel Sky. Alien Breed 3D level codes. Nothing in G. Nothing in H. Nothing in I. Ah, something for J. James Pond 2. That classic cheat. Sorry, classic cheat for James Pond 2. And then you've got James Pond 3. All the codes for Jungle Strike. So yeah, just basically easy access cheats. Key stick, I think, is basically a conversion of joystick to keyboard. We can get those on the PC. PO2 vehicles. Oh, Knockout 2 vehicles, fair enough. 10 new vehicles for use with the game Knockout 2. Available on Amiga. I think it's that one with the big circle they had to push everybody out of. Been on this disc a few times. Magic the Gathering, I think we looked at this last week. So, was it last week? No, last CD I believe it was on. So it's just another guide with all the cards in, I think. Yeah, complete database. For July 1996. Skid marks, so more cars for skid marks. What's this? Star Trek, possibly? Ooh, Star Trek The Next Generation customer card game from Decipher. Now, here's an interesting thing. They had the license for that. And I will be back in a second. On the role-playing section from the same company is Decipher Star Trek. You just put this in webcam mode. Sorry, you gotta see my food here. This is Decipher Star Trek, and this came out in 2002. Another one of the books. This is the Star Trek Starships book. I've also got the Player's Handbook, Aliens, and something else. I've got 4 books, and they were very, very detailed. So in here, what else could you get? Yeah. So the odd small ships that you hardly ever saw in a series they picked up on. You could use one of those. Burrell class Klingon ships. Whole section on the Klingon ships. Got Romulan ships. Cardassian. Borg ships. Breen battle cruisers. Ferengi pods. Jem'Hadar attack ships, because this was obviously after DS9, and then you got all the usual starships from Federation, Constitution class, Danbu class, the good old Defiant class ships there. So yeah, so they had that license from that time. So this will be the CCG card game that we'll have a look at in a minute. Just in a moment. Okay. So you're not playing, yeah, okay. Because I'm on the wrong keyboard. There we go. Right. Let's have a look at this guide. Got the original set. 363 cards. I'm working on it. Thanks for that. Universe. Volumes. Wait, is it in the mag or is it screenplay? Utilities. This one. Bro. Couldn't open that one. Couldn't open Fed. Can't open a lot of these. So event cards. Can we continue? Decipher plans to release a Q Continuum expansion set. Large percentage of these cards will involve Q-related mischief and the possibility of a side game, which is played inside the existing game. For example, cards will function in a manner similar to the way Q often kidnap the card and company to play games during the series. I don't know whether that got released at all. So these are all the other expansions. This is probably a random card of the day. Tells you all the stats and stuff. You can get through Q next with no trouble. Heart rating 9, apparently. So these are articles written by Reza Crusher to discuss the game of Star Trek Next Generation collectible card game. Started by Habib, who wrote the first 25 articles. Articles are published in the news group Rec Games Trading Cards Star Trek on Usenet. Okay, fair enough. So this is all the cards. Well, not everything's put in, but that's fine. I wonder if they're available still on this is like eBay. I'll have to have a look later. So it does have some sample card art. Let's try Borg ship to see what that is. I wonder whether that's one of the bigger image ones. Yeah. I mean, these look official. So I don't know whether we're going to release it digitally, which is possible. Let's have a look at the README, if I haven't done already. No, I think I already have. But yeah, there you go. So we've got Magic the Gathering, and we've got Star Trek CC card game. We've got Sensible World of Soccer. I think that's like a HD install. Sheet for Alien Breed 2. More Worms levels and Worms sounds. Don't know if I can play these. I can, that's good. What? Okay. It's English, was that? Okay. I have no idea what this is. What language is it supposed to be in? We're the best sound replacement for Worms. Quality sound replacement for Worms. I've made all the replacements one day by having my voice almost all destroyed when the chupacabras bit me. It sounds based on the most famous person of around here, the Mexican. Okay, fair enough. What Worms levels we got? We got loads. Fine Worm, Glen Worm, Jim Worm. What's that to do with Jim? No, I thought it was Jim. For some reason I thought of Earthworm Jim, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, Sonic style one. But all in blue. But I think Jim is just a person. PSI? This is supposed to be a coal mine. Which it is. Yeah, I'm not saying it isn't, but it must be a big map. That'd be an interesting one to play on. Snow Chaos could be interesting. That's alright. Well, anyway, there's a load of Worms levels. Right, what we got? Commercial. Nothing in commercial. Absolutely nothing in commercial. Fair enough. That makes it easier. So, screenplay, movie, cover discs. We don't need that one. Serious. So this will be a virus scanner, I believe. Don't need that. Icons. New set of icons. That's is a folder. Okay. That's what we got. Do we preview? So it gives you the view of what are the icons that I've got there. They look okay. I like the Superman-y one. That's quite nice. Business final word, which I believe should be some sort of text editor. I'm assuming that's mail merge. Maybe. That nice. It's got word rep. Not really much else to say about it. All per accounts is probably going to be spreadsheets. It's going to be interesting you had a lot of these, but then again, Amiga and stuff were always about partly to do with productivity as well. Let's see if I'll pick up 2020. What were we on? 27th February. How do I put it? Oh, there we go. Shareware standard registration fees £10 sterling, but reduced amounts are also accepted. And this is Nottingham, so in Ashfield. Nice little menu. I'm not going to go through all this. I'm just basically having a quick look. There we go. Graphics. Oh, Studio was on last month. Chaos Pro, I think we've seen before. Cyber Show. Fast Picture Viewer for all 3X Amigas. Sports True Color High Color. Sports more than 20 picture formats, including photo, CD, IF, PCX, BMP, JPEG, inclusive progressive JPEG, TIFF, Targa, PPM, YUV, and data types. Okay, let's have a look to see if it opens. Pictures in grayscale only. Do we have anything we can look at? Could probably find one in... Oh, is it Back Issue Explorer? Try that. Can I go to the next one, or... Just seems to open one of them. Arrow keys not working. Alright. Oh, okay. Well, was that the JPEG for the next one? So if I take this off, then it goes to the next one. Right, I see. I think it's just gonna cycle now. Right, okay, that's fine. Seeing that. Cyber View. Anime DMA design logo. What am I looking at? It's just basically a picture viewer. so that you could select multiple ones and like switch between them all. Nothing truly amazing, but it's on the CD, so I thought I'd have a look. Right, CyberView, it's a universal image viewer for cyber graphics. I think that's a particular type of I think it's like a graphics card or something like that. But I'm going to look at another viewer. There's no point. We've got Datachrome. That doesn't look interesting. Grab key. Simple program that I was used to save the active window to an F file or clipboard. Oh, so it's like print screen, I believe. Okay, so that's a screen grabber. Image FX scripts, and I think this is to do with the Image FX program. Multi-scan. Couldn't open it. Don't know what it is. I don't really want to open it just in case it breaks anything. But album's going to be another image viewer. Picture in picture. Small program that opens a window on the frontmost screen and displays all the other Intuition screens within it. It does so by shrinking all such screens by 50% and displaying them. Thus you can quickly get an accurate status of what each screen is doing without flipping into it and leaving your current screen. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. It's basically just shows everything that you can at a certain size. That's fine. Okay. SuperView EL. Readme pirates. Warning, some kind of nasty software pirates which don't respect the work of others try to fake key files of the SuperView. Although I'm not willing to tolerate this, the current version of SuperView contains measures against these. Software parasites using these badly cloned key files should be prepared of unexpected things happening. To prevent further experiments in key file faking, I hereby request all honest users send me these so that I may take special measures against special fakes. For the doubtful, valid key files are only available directly from the author, and that's me indeed. Finally, a program that's worth using is worth buying. If you want just to test it, you can do with the evaluation version. Software piracy has larceny and usage is receiving stolen goods. I thought it was going to be a text file, basically say open if you dare or something like that, but it doesn't seem to be. Okay, can't open this. Ended unregistered valuation version. Must have seen it by date of 2023 and was like, nope, done now. UltraConf. Doesn't really say what it is, but I'm assuming it's going to be another viewer. Doesn't seem to do much. Oh. I don't want to install it anyway. Right, so graphics done. Music, what we got? Symphony. Trying to decode any part of Symphony is strictly prohibited. So what is there those people trying to kind of find out what's in it? runs on a 1200 or 4000 with a turbo card. And version 3. This is a mod tracker of some kind. Ooh. It's a bit. It's a sequencer position. Problem is I can't. But this is too small. Spectral analysis or something? Spectralizer? There we go. Quit. Let's try this again, but bigger. There we go. Yeah, it's definitely some sort of tracker type thing. Got samples, references, sequences, position pattern. Yeah, it's pretty much one of those. Fair enough. I'm not good at that sort of thing, so we won't kind of go and play around with it. Four-channel module player created for the Amiga. From Workbench, click on those. Listen to module while you load other modules. It's like a double CD player. Well, I've already got something that will do. I've got a Hippo player, that's fine. I don't need that. Right, I'm gonna go to the misc in a second. What I'm gonna do is I want to eat a bit more of my food. So we're gonna have a look at the PD section. Do some more demos. Just which one did I do last time? I don't remember. I'll tell you what, let's just look at Burning Chrome. Whilst I do a little bit more eating. So I'm going to push this to full screen. And then we're going to look at this. Oh, a bit of an error there. That's fine. Apologies for burning Chrome. I'm not quite sure why it did what it did, but it's what usually happens sometimes with Amiga stuff. But there you go. Right, let's since that's causing an issue. In fact, it should be okay, I think. Let me just see. Where were we? Serious, I believe we were. Yeah, we just opted a misc, so we can get back to that. Right. What's this? What is Adagus? A fortune cookie program. Main purpose is to display a cookie and adage in the window of your workbench. Cookies are stored in a data file. It chooses one randomly and displays it. Okay, that's about as simple as it gets. Do we have... Excuse me. We've got a couple of guides. We just got an installer. I don't really want to install it, to be honest. Alright, fair enough. Address book, that's going to be self-explanatory. Let's see what it looks like if we can see it. No, we need to install things, fine. Amiga NCP 1.8 file server. A document file that doesn't open. Oh, it's just taking a while. Welcome to Amiga NCP, the Amiga OS implementation of Psion's NCP network protocol. I might have to restart this, I think there's an issue. Need to not forget to read the stuff as well. Okay. Shareware. There we go. Right. Limited demonstration copy. Okay, so it says Psion's fine Palm Top computer series, namely S3 and the S3A, contain even finer operating system whose neat features and cover a full-fledged peer-to-peer networking software using a protocol called NCP. Using different NCP, you can link together two Psion computers or a Psion and a different, perhaps stationary machine, and happily exchange data on your behalf. NCP services include, but are not limited to, accessing files on remote machines as if they were yours in both directions. Linking to your pumped up to your stationary machine is generally quite a good idea. Doing so via the NCP protocol requires your stationary machine to have an implementation of this protocol. There have only been implementations for MS-DOS clones, the MC-Link shell, for example, or for Apple Macintosh and for Aiken Archimedes until now. So basically, silent and Amiga stuff. Alright, fair enough. Well, that's that. So basically, I hook your Scion to the Amiga. Front end stuff. Front log. AREX script for Final Writer. Ah, we've got a version of that, I think, on here. Okay. Don't need to worry about AREX scripts. And this is an add-on for MUI for month navigators. Megabook. Megabook 3 is a very fast and powerful address book program, been designed to be simple yet extremely powerful and flexible while still being fast. Well, doubt you'll ever need this guide file, but some things need explaining, such as extras and AREX port. Okay, fine. Let's see if it can be opened on this one. Don't make a default one. Assign that to that's your Megabook address book. So it is a digital file effects. Well, the ultimate address book, should we say. The AREX stuff is very much scripting. So this is the port. When you're scripting stuff, that's what they're showing. If you want to go and access it via the AREX script, which is like an operating system level script, that's basically what you'd use. You can do lots of things with AREX apparently, but I've not really delved into that much. Mopec 5. Originally developed by James J.P. Stewart for any workstation with Fortran 77 compiler. General purpose semi-empirical molecular orbital package with many features. Amiga-DOS version was developed on my accelerated A1200 030 at 50 MHz with 16 meg fast RAM. With a that'll be a gig hard drive. CD-ROM 4-speed to external floppy drives with GNU C 270 and the Fortran compiler thing that is. This version required to run a very large amount of RAM, about 10 to 12, which is back then. Although I'm running on this about 100 odd meg. Mathcro processor unit, which I don't have, and at least to release 41 of the IXEMU library. Yeah, you probably still need a there's no point in running this because I don't think you've got the coprocessor that'll run it. Another script for AREX. text around circles. For use with PageStream 3, you're able to place text around a circle. Fair enough. That's another one. Set tabs. You can define tabs in a text frame. Scan tech. Scanner driver for Microtech. So all small little bits here and there. Series guide. I think this is baseball. No. Oh no, this is not. Absolutely Fabulous was a UK show. Unknown data type. Airwolf. Animaniacs. Is anything gonna work on this? 21 Jump Street. Let's have a look for Erie, Indiana. I was hoping for that. Still under construction, fair enough. Is there anything we can see? Any Star Trek stuff? Space 1999? Nope. SteelQuest ESV? Nope. Anybody else for any TV series that can they can think of? So we've seen Erie and Indiana on this. Absolutely Fabulous, which was definitely in the 90s. I was hoping for Star Trek, but that's not in here. I don't know whether it's specifically American or not. It can't be. Because I'm pretty sure Fab was not an American show, or was never in America. Disc seems dead. It shouldn't be. I think it's just on the construction. That's why it's not opening. It's not anything to do with that. Maid Marian? No. Max Headroom's in here. Miami Vice. Mr. Bean. Unknown data type still. Is there anything on this that can be open? I don't. When I say openable, I mean through the guide, not the disc. Because it says still under construction. The thing on I. Millennium? Magnum. Oh, we've been on there, sorry. Nothing on that. Batman animated series. Beavis and Butthead. Which would probably be the 60s show. Buck Rogers. Right, I tell you what, because it's looking for a folder called Files. Read me first. Although in France, possibly. To see this database, you need an A1200 or 4000 with OS3 or 3.1. Also need a hard disk. Database works with only with multi-view. That's it. Is there anything else in here? There's your files. And there's Airwolf text. So look at this. Unknown data type. Columbo. There's Buck Rogers that we tried to open. Father Ted. Mr. Bean did have something in there. Roseanne. There's Blossom on there. No, I don't think so. Interesting. So this excuse me. This is something going to come back to the series guide. I think I'm not going to do it on stream. I'm going to take it off and see if I can put it on and see if I can get it fixed. Because I want to know what's on it. I suspect though it's going to be similar to what we've got Wikipedia for now, where they basically put all the episodes on. But I don't know if they've got like synopsis or anything like that. So it'd be interesting to see what's on there. Or we could look at previous CDs. Well, I could look at previous CDs and see if there's anything there. But that's an interesting one. Survivor. The Amiga Grassroots campaign, aka Survivor, unofficially instigated by Eric W. Schwartz. This is a little something to try and increase the name recognition of the Amiga platform. Here's what you do. Get a set of pictures from the Aminet CD. Get a set of pictures from Aminet, a CD, a friend, or whatever. Print it out, put it in a t-shirt, or buy the t-shirt from me here, or whatever. Hand print it out to work, school, or wherever. Wear the t-shirt wherever you can, and put the images on your website if you have one. And when people ask you about the picture, answer their questions and tell them how and why you prefer the Amiga platform. And try not to lie, exaggerate heavily, or lapse into an advocacy vehement PC bash fit. If you don't like the picture, you can always substitute one you prefer. The point is to get Amiga that bit more recognition, hopefully by name, that it deserves. My picture, say a survivor, is meant to symbolise the never say die spirit of the Amiga as an entity, and Amiga users in general. The ones that didn't switch. I have no idea what to expect from a campaign of this sort, but I think I'd be happy to see a few appearances of the picture in places I didn't expect to see them. This picture of survivors are freely distributable and may be printed or reposted wherever, as long as the image and the archive remains unchanged. It would also be nice if I received credit, no profit should be made from its use. Commercial publications should contact me if they wish to use their image for more than simple review purposes. And that's one from Kettering in the USA. So let's have a look at this survivor image. Go for that one. Oh, didn't think it was going to load. That's quite a nice image, to be fair. I can see why that would be on a t-shirt. The Survivor on Amiga. And this is Amiga name, case designs and logo 96 Corp. Was very bad at that point. Created with Nefarious, is it? Amiga 4000T ES 3300, sorry. AD Pro, Diligence, Photogenics. Scan assist by the almighty A1200. So there you go, that's Survivor. And what's it look like in JPEG form? Probably a bit better. Loads a bit faster as well. Oh, I say that. Don't want to jinx it. Yeah, I think that's a bit faster. And let's have a look at the icons is given. I think this one was for websites, so it's probably going to be a lot smaller. especially for 96. We've got what bits he is. And we've got the icon. Yeah, fair enough. Right, and then we've got Trekkie. Trekkie Guide. Star Trek Database version 2.2. Offers the possibility to manage all the Star Trek episodes. Program requires Kickstart 3020 CPU and at least 2 MB RAM. Be on the lookout for the latest version of data file on Amiga under BizDB's Trekkie Data LHA. Okay, actually, let me have a quick look at Amiga and see whether it's still there. It probably will be. What are we on? Biz DBase. And Trekkie Data. Yep, there's a Trekkie LHA file here. Let's have a look at the README. That was posted 2000, end of August. So they did have one up, and I'm assuming with this being 96, they probably had a couple of versions that popped out for it. So yep, it did exist on. It still does. It's just under Trekkie though. It doesn't say Trekkie Data, so I'm assuming that's the same one. So yeah, there we go. Let's have a look at the file. Can't do it because that's not available. The font's not available. That's fine. Moving on to programming. What we got in here? AFD files. FD software. Is this floppy disk or something? Really don't know what this is. I'm going to assume it's some sort of... Let's look at the guide. Possibly libraries. Want to help developers who don't know how to make their Amiga guide documents for those software. Right, okay, so basically this helps to make Amiga, yeah, the Amiga guide stuff. Something in Aros. I don't know whether this is the entire OS, possibly. Back then. It's a lot of C files though. Golded reminds me of what's the Gold editor? I think it's more music, or there was one similar to that. on Windows. Programmers, programmers, programmers editor release 4. Actually, thinking about it, I think there was something called Gold for editing stuff, and that was the 90s. It's got syntax highlighting. So what am I thinking of on the audio side? It was called Gold. Unless I'm getting confused, but I do vaguely remember an editor called Gold. Assemblers? Maybe this is assemblers for certain Amigas, maybe. I can't see why. I don't know, this is some sort of assembler thing. I can't see what it is for. Let's see if any of these work. That's nice though. So that's garage shading, I think. And then we've got rotate demos. Go for 8-bit one. Gets quite freaky and a bit kind of demo like. I wonder what a 4-bit looks like. And it seems to run a bit quicker as well, I think, because of the possibly different bits, maybe. But the FPS is at the top right, so it's got about 16 frames a second. Let's go back to the 8-bit one. Yeah, that was always a bit slower, and that's 12. So, yeah. Fair enough. So, some funky programming there. Not quite sure. Like I said, I'm not quite sure what the assembler bit is. 3D. We got scene sort with the AREX program. Sorts the order of objects in the Lightwave scene file into one similar to the order shown in the scene menu. Okay. Co-IRGNT. Imagine users. First release of the Imagine Request Jester, also known as IRJ for the Amiga release of Imagine 3. Praise this doc by saying that I hate writing documents. I'm a programmer, not a tech writer. Okay. So what does it do? It replaces Imagine's calls to its own file requesters with calls to the system ASL file requester. Maintains separate paths for different file operations. Can be used to either attach itself to a running version of Imagine or call itself or Imagine. Runs from the Clio workbench icon. Okay. Fair enough. Some sort of helper program, I believe. What we got on boot? Got Smart WB. Possibly a cook made to wait to make workbench quicker. Well, I don't. You haven't heard of Smart WB. This prog is over 2 years old. If you use it, you know that you can't live without it. Unfortunately, if you don't use it, you will use it. Smart WB is a little program that will magically speed up Workbench's window refreshing. It forces Workbench. It forces to Workbench windows to open in Smart Refresh mode instead of slow, ugly look, simple refresh. Smart WB patches Intuition Open Window tag list, which Workbench uses to open its windows. Really don't know why gurus in Commodore decided to use the simple refresh. Saves some memory, but the speed gain worth that. Try to open something, let's say about 20 windows in Workbench, and then do, for example, a depth rearranging, and so, yeah, slow even on a 4000, and then try with this program, that'll make it quicker. Fair enough. What's this one? Fast. I've seen this before. Not interested in that. Dopus. We do have a version of Dopus on here. This is possibly a add-on. Whatever it is, I don't know. I don't quite understand the Dopus buttons. And this is in German. My German is still awful. Is there any English part of this? Nope. Interesting how the title was not in German, but the rest of it was. But hey, there you go. Workbench folder. A massive folder today. Malware. Maybe. A-find. Searching tool for Aminet. But why every Aminet CD has got an index of the whole Aminet. In this index, you can search for a program with the help of Aminet Find, which is also one of the new Aminet CDs. That's interesting because I do have a double Aminet CD here from 1995, apparently. So, RQ09. That's what you read on the description, right? So I was taking your German's better than mine. Fair enough. I mean, I know tiny bits of German, but nothing. I'm still not at that point. I could probably ask for something in German as like, coffee or something, but I can't go anything further than that at the moment. I remember saying something to someone in German, and then he came back at me with a kind of. I was a bit like, shit, I don't know what to say now. It's just like, at least I tried, I suppose. Emailware. And oh, it's the arguments thingy. Of course it is. I think I saw this last time on a different CD, but fair enough. Blue eyes. It's probably one of those ones where it follows your eye, your cursor. Little colourful eyes for the Amiga system. Yep. I never understood those things at all. What data types have we got? JPEG, CDC, and Picture DT. Last time I installed a data type, it went and broke my system. Find it GUI. Graphical user interface based on file finding program for the Commodore Amiga. While reading an article in a magazine entitled Amiga versus the Rest of the World or something, I realised that operating systems and user interfaces on other platforms were becoming friendlier because they had many more built-in features than Workbench. I noticed an accompanying photograph to the article of a file finding utility that ran on the Mac. Aha, I thought, that's just what the Amiga could do with. So here it is. Okay, fine. Maybe I'd have thought a bit different back in the days, but today I'm just like, okay. FX, what's this? FX gives you ability to patch system functions with any sound sample. Therefore, the data types library available from OS3 and above is used. That means you may use any sample format you want. If you have a data type for this format, you're no longer forced to use the standard if samples. Oh, so every time you activate a window, it will play a sound effects. Yeah, this reminds me recently of there's a YouTuber called Retro Man Cave, or is now RMC, and he got an Amiga once, and every time it opened, the sample played was it Shibody Waddy's What Is Love? Is it Shibody Waddy's? Oh no, it might not be Shibody Waddy. Hadaway, that's it. Hadaway's What Is Love was constantly opened all the time, and it was such a long sample that you got sick and tired of it after a while. So yeah, I think that's kind of similar to that. Right. What's HWG post? Wow, we're on 2 hours already. Fucking hell. Okay, we'll have a look at this. We'll do another demo, and then I'll have a look at Amiga Addict disc that I was meant to do last week. What we got? PostScript interpreter called HWG post. Isn't PostScript a type of... I thought it was something to do with PDF, but it's not. It's a type of it's a format type, isn't it? I just can't remember what it was. I'll have to have a look later. What PostScript was. Right, so we are up to this one. We'll get back to this next week. Let's see if there's anything stand out. Not really. We'll get through this next week. Okay, we've still got all these to do, sound and hardware and things. All as happens. All little VAS effects. No, okay, fine. I don't know what that is. I can skip that one then. Let's go and do another demo. Let's do cubic cream. Nope, we can't. Let me just see if there's anything else. Nope. DR Flora. Okay, let me put this to big screen mode. Nope, not that one. Okay, I'll do another one because I messed a little bit up that. I move my mouse and sometimes that can cause an issue. So I'll do extreme. Oh, Huddersfield was the one we saw the last week possibly, because it was the one it was either last week or the week before, and it was one of those repeating ones. So you don't know whether it's going to stop or not. So let's do extreme, and then we'll go on to Amiga Addict cover disc. Okay, don't know what was happening there. I'm assuming it was supposed to shut off, but I don't think it did. Alright, well anyway, the demo's done. Hit this back into second string mode. Right, so next thing to do is, did I put all disc on swap drive? I should have done. Yeah, I did. So I think we did this the other. Yeah, Spheroid was the last one. So it's 13. I'm also just gonna put the what's it disc back on because I realised that I've done something slightly wrong. Okay, let's see if we can actually open any of these. Right, so we've got Endless Nightmare, which is one of Hoffman's. What else have we got? Exclusive for the Amiga Addict magazine, Endless Nightmare is a special edition of the MSX port. One level, one life, all enemies, and no bosses. What score can you get? Logic OS. I think this is a demo. Category 64K, yeah, it's a demo. Oh, so this is all the revision 2022 party stuff. Okay. Or different demos. That's fine. We get to do Endless Nightmare and then finish up with some with some demos. I think that'll be a good one. Speaking of which, there we go. So I do have the full version of this anyway, but it's interesting to see the demo version that got released. I'm noticing it's a bit choppy on your stream, and I do apologise for that. There's not really much you can do about it, unfortunately. You see, that looks okay. Just seems to be in the game itself, it's not 100% great. Give me the... Oh, let's see. So hoping to feather sword, but I didn't get that. Oh. Did this time? Right, give me double. Nope. Let's be dead. Alright, one more go. And then we can finish up with some demos for the rest of this disc. Stupid. Well, it's fine. I usually do better. It's like I have been known to do better. It's fine. Okay. So we'll have to reboot this. Let's start with logic cost at the top. This is from revision 2022 and part of the Amiga 64K category. And yep, let's go for it. Okay, so that was the first one we saw. Just got to reboot. Yeah, just in case you're still here, Amiga Camera, so I was watching the very interesting demo. So this is the second Amiga Addict test. The first what I did was the one with Spheroid on it, which was one of the demos, and that was okay. That was a nice demo. This is a DJ Hoffman takeover one. Let me just load it up again and you can see what's on it. I'm going to go through the rest of them as weeks go on. So I've got these so far. I think I've got a couple of those as well. But so issue 13, so we're going back a couple of issues. So they're not current. So this is back when DJ Hoffman was still bringing out Nightmare. So yeah, there you go, that's Endless Nightmare, which is basically exclusive for Amiga. I thought it was a demo, but I don't think it is. That might have been just after it released Nightmare. That's one we've just seen on Revision 2022. This is from Revision 2020, and do I really want to play this because it says way too rude and I've got a feeling I'm going to get banned. Let's see what you're saying. We were discussing if the Amiga scene needs a new PD library. Who have a new collection of compilation discs like Assassins and First Fresh, but with newer games. Back when all the guys at Amiga Addict 2 were running an Amiga game making contest, refused to cover it. Oh, okay. Did not know that. Right, I'm gonna take a chance. I'm gonna run this game, this one, see what happens. If there's any boobies, I'll have to kind of quickly turn off the Amiga. Should I clip that so it shows up when you get shout outs? Can do. Oh, that reminds me. I've not set my. Every so often, I look at my clips and I go, "Whoa! I didn't realize that clip had been made," because I've not set my thing up to show that people have sent me clips. So I need to kind of get that sorted as well. So I need to remind myself to do that. But if you want to clip it, that's fine. But it depends. Remember though, it depends on it's up to Twitch whenever they show it because it's on rotation. If you need me to replay it because you didn't get the clip, let me know. I'll do it I'll do it after I've done all the others. But yeah, Cammy was right about that not being rude. It just I wasn't too sure because I know that some of them can be. So I have to be careful. Let's look. You don't know why, but they all seem to hate you. I don't think they do. Maybe they just didn't have the space for it in the mag. I don't know. I'm sure they'll do a feature on one of your game making stuff soon. I don't know. We'll have to see. Anyway, this is Everway from Sundown in 2016, part of the also the Amiga 64K category. won't be surprised if when I look at the VODs later, this has been muted again. I can never win. Ever. Okay. I think the last one we've got now. So, swap. Make it out. Absolutely stuck. Right, so the last one is going to be Painter's Euphoria, I think that is. A revision 2015, part of the 4K category. Just make sure. Yeah, so the other ones was 64. Right, okay. I think this one's not going to play, which is fine, because I really think these demos should be played back on the straight from disc anyway, because I'm kind of cheating going around Workbench. I say kind of cheating, I mean most of them worked, but the need of the bits and Workbench is sucking those resources up, it's not going to work as well. What we can do is I can leave it till next week and put those through the wedge, because I've now got modification on the wedge. I don't think I've shown you yet. Give me a moment. I'm gonna go grab the wedge. As you can see, the new modification is this right here, which is basically a breakout box for the. It's a bit of a mess on the wires, but at least it's in. But it does mean that I don't have to tip this up to see at that edge. I can now just select what I need from the top here. So that's the breakout for the GoTech. Makes things a little bit easier for me to see, especially if I've got something on this side and I don't want to kind of smash into it. So what I can do is bring this out next week and give it another test, and basically play the last demo that didn't work on this and see if it runs. It should be fine. But yeah, there you go. That's it's the updated wedge. Right, so that'll probably be for next week. Okay, so where are you up to? So I've done cover discs for this week. I've done the Amiga one. I really have time for a game, unless anyone's got anything specific. If not, then we can probably go over to Raid and do the final things up for tonight, the wrap up. Let's see who's on whilst here. Do you have anything in mind? All right, no problem. I'm probably gonna call it for tonight then. I didn't realize how long we've been on the cover this, because usually I try and keep it for an hour and then do something gaming on the other half. But I mean, at least we got some gaming in today, so it's fine. Nobody will pick some game in the screen. Oh, you mean the iGame thing? I mean, I can do one if you want, but not. That's fine. Okay, no problem. That's fine. We can sort that out next week anyway. Right. Let me just pull up the schedule because there is a bit of a change this week. Where is my schedule? There we go. Right, okay, so I will be back, unfortunately not tomorrow, because tomorrow I am away for a friend who's asked me to pop out. So the tomorrow's D&D stream is going to get shifted to Saturday. Also just a reminder for everybody, we are back onto normal schedule this week, so my month of break is over. So the rest of this week will be Friday. Actually, I'm not sure what we're doing on Friday, because Retro Asylum during my break we're doing Sonic 2 on the Master System, and I'd only played it twice. I didn't play it much. I wanted to get back to it and never got round to playing it. The next one that they're looking at is on the Sega Saturn, and the choices are Guardian Heroes. I was going to say Gunstar Heroes, but that's the Mega Drive one. And this is on a Sega Saturn, by the way. So Guardian Heroes, Heroes Flying Squadron 2, and Clockwork Knight. At the moment, it's a fight between Guardian Heroes and Heroes Flying Squadron. Now, I've looked at the CDs for those, and the first two they're shockingly high. Like talking like at least over £100 for them. I do have a copy of Clockwork Knight though, but that's not going to win any road. So I think on Friday I'm probably going to do something different. Yeah, but have a quick think whilst I tell you what else is going on. So Saturday this week is going to be what Tuesday was going to be, so that's carrying on with D&D. I'll probably do that about 2 o'clock UK time, like I did last time. Sunday we're going back to the PlayStation. So before the break started, we were on a soft locked part of Men in Black for PlayStation. By the time we come back to that on Sunday, we will be unsoft locked and I'll be ready to go on that. So I'll be fine. So Friday, what am I going to do Friday? Well, I could do some more Atari Jaguar stream. I did have another idea to do something else. I could do another Mr. stream. Maybe look at ZX Spectrum again, because I remember last time I was trying to show someone TR-DOS and it didn't quite work, and I realised the reason why it didn't work was because I was on the wrong setting. I was on +3, but I should have been on 128K mode or something, because it does actually have TR-DOS on there. So I was trying to do Doom at that point for the ZX Spectrum. I think it was, who was it was on there? It was asking for it. Was it you, Stalk, or was it somebody else? Because we were looking at that. So it could be one or two, or it could be both that I could do that day. I'll basically put it on Discord. What I'm gonna do. Let me just put Discord in chat. It should still be okay for you to sign up. You didn't ask, but you saw Doom on a Spectrum. Somebody it was. I think it might have been the person that popped around for a bit. Was it Legion or Order or Offer or something? Doom on the Amiga might have been. I don't know. On this channel, you probably wouldn't have done. I do actually know. I do have Doom on here. Let me just check. I'm sure I've got Doom on here, but I don't know whether I've got anything that'll run it. The one on the ZX Spectrum, the one that I tried, didn't work, and that was the one I couldn't. It should have worked, but it didn't work properly because I was on the wrong side. I was on the wrong side. Give me a moment. Let me just. What the hell was that? I didn't ask for that to go on, unless that's come from the CD we were on. I don't know. I'll have to have a look at that in a minute. Game section. Sure, I've got a copy of Doom on here. Unless it's under A for Amiga Doom. There we go. I'm sure I've got this running. It's Wolf 3D. That was in a platform that didn't work. Which platform was Doom 3D? Wolf 3D. I vaguely remember something about that now, but I can't remember why. I think this is not loading up because I don't have the WAD files for it, so I'll have to. Give me a sec. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Thought it was just gonna die. Enable to allocate at least fast member zone management. Whilst this is trying to load up, let me think of which one Wolf 3D was. Master System, possibly? No. Oh! Acorn Archimedes, I think it was. Possibly. And I've been meaning to go back to that for a while now, actually thinking about it. Tell you what, I will make the decision on Discord. I'm not 100% sure where I'm going to be going at that point. So it's probably going to be... I can't get this running. I'll have to sort that later. It's either going to be ZX Spectrum TR-DOS and or more Atari Jaguar stuff. Maybe I might do some or maybe there might be some Archimedes, because I did say I was going to go back to that one. But I mean, we did go partway through the Atari Jaguar, so it's probably worth going back to that and finishing that off, whilst instead of me just getting in a mess and forgetting whereabouts I'm doing stuff. So yeah, let me just do a quick reboot of this and see if I can do the not Wolfenstein, Doom on this because it should work. Sure, I've had it working. I'm sure it was quite slow as well. Not horribly slow, but and it should have more than enough memory there. There we go. That looks looking better. Hopefully I won't jinx myself. We're on high res, I think. Ooh. Not too bad. The sound's not great though. Let me just change the resolution to something a bit less squash up on the side. Low res should be fine. It's kind of weird. Oh, it's okay. It's fine. That feels a bit less. And oh, that was the reason why I didn't play it on this. Because the problem is the keys sometimes stick. See that? I'm not even doing anything. Look. I'm going to press this left to stop it. And it's too consistent doing that. Kind of ruins my Doom playing, to be fair. Because I know I can play better than that. But there you go, that's Doom running on a 030 at 50 megahertz. And when I get a access to a keyboard doesn't cause issues like that, it will play that a bit more. Games like Alien Braid 3D is a bit better because it allows you to use the mouse. I think the second one does a bit better. So I can get away with that. But yeah, there you go. That's Doom on Amiga. Let me think. Right, okay, so just to reiterate, not in tomorrow. We'll be streaming for this week only, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday. And then next week it's gonna be the usual Monday, Tuesday, Friday, Sunday. Just double check when my indie game dev is. Yeah, so I'm fine next week. Then the week after, the Tuesday will get moved over again, because that'll be indie game dev. And then just to reiterate, so the Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday is going to be whatever I decide and put on Discord. So Saturday's going to be what tomorrow is going to be, which is AD&D Polar Radiance, and Sunday's going to be PlayStation Men in Black, the unsoftlocked version. I mean, you can still play it, but you're up against the cockroach, and without the gun that you got given, I think it's going to be a lot harder. So I'm going to kind of redo that so I get it. Okay, let's go and see who's available for raiding. Also, thanks everybody for popping in, and thank you for all the chats. Hope you've all enjoyed yourselves. Who have we got on? You know, I've not raided Amiga Live for a while, and they're playing Space Taxi 3.
What happened to snacking?
Oops, hang on a minute. I'm just checking the channel. Space Taxi, I think, is a big one on. Well, I say a big one, but it's definitely a Commodore game, and I quite like it on the Commodore. Thanks for the stream, no problem there.
Thank you. Hey, number 4, please.
Yeah, okay, let's go raid Amiga Live. Okay. Okay, thanks for popping in again. I will see you on Friday, and for something, like I said, whatever I'm going to decide in Discord. If not, you know the rest of my schedule. And until then, I will see you later. Bye.